Good morning and welcome back to Lao series. It's 7 o'clock in the morning and I packed everything and ready to move from Muang Hiam. So today's destination is Phonsavan, which is around 200 kilometers from here. So it's going to be around 5 to 6 hours of ride.
One more rider, he's from Lao, so he's also getting ready in the morning with his Honda CRF 300, more powerful than the 250 XR and tall also, I think. Your good name?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Your name?
My name To.
To. Simon, nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you, son.
Immediately after leaving the main road, I stopped and thought of having some early breakfast because in between there is hardly any major towns. So I thought of having an early breakfast so that I don't have to struggle till noon. By lunchtime anyway, I'll be closer to Phonsavan.
Traditional noodles, meat, and some. This one is what I'm having. Traditional noodles. They have a lot of stuff. Even fish. Late. He's morning grilling some fish. I think fish or chicken. There are also some fish. Some fish is there.
So I had some typical soupy noodle with beef. My bad leg, the beef was a bit hard and it was very difficult to chew. I had a very tough time chewing that hard meat. So then opposite to that there was a petrol bunk. I thought of putting petrol. Nice copy of Honda, Chinese Honda I think.
There is a Honda. No, it's not a Honda.
Misty morning. It took some 10-15 minutes to clear the mist and sun is up now. Again another stretch of isolated Lao roads. Hardly any settlement for a long time. This is a typical interior part of Lao. For around 40-50 kilometers I hardly saw any villages in between. It's a kind of mixed road, but worse than yesterday. Many places it's a broken road. This is more of a hilly terrain, and since vehicle traffic is very low, it is not very dusty. Otherwise this kind of a road will be throwing a lot of dust on. I took a first break at a beautiful spot where a lot of flowers were there on both sides of the road, and it was also a nice view from the road. Then I continued the ride. Now I can see some settlement, few houses, some small village types, typical old world vibe. Weather was really good, not very hot, same time no cold breeze, pretty decent to ride through. Another bridge on the way. It looks like an old bridge. Hilly terrain with decent vegetation. It is not a very dry land, a lot of vegetation is there. I crossed one more village. Then I came to a junction, which is a kind of deviation. It's a point where three roads are merging. One is going to Muang Hiam, one is to Phonsavan, and I have to take the Phonsavan route. On this junction, there was a small eatery. I thought of getting some coffee, but unfortunately, they were not having any. So I thought of riding and getting it from the next stop.
Phonsavan, Wang Vieng. This way, no? First time seeing some cops after coming to this interior parts.
After that, I continued for some more time.
Sabaidi, a cafe? Huh? You have? No.
And here also I stopped for getting some coffee or tea. Again, they also had only cold coffee. I wanted something hot, so no luck here also. So here again, hardly any vehicle on the road. I was all alone. Then by the time it was lunch time, and I am some 50 kilometers behind Phonsavan now. It's almost 12:30, so I thought of having lunch and stopped at this joint on the road.
Sabaidi, what you have? Rice, yeah, noodles. Lunchtime. Waiting for lunch.
Hardly two other customers, so I had my lunch there and started riding from here. Now wider roads and also good tarmac, so here I could gain some speed, and it was good road.
Hello.
Now I am almost on the outskirts of Phonsavan.
Fill to petrol now. So far I put 22 plus 5. I think 27 liters so far I put.
So I checked online. I didn't book anything, but I checked online and shortlisted 2 hotels. Thought of visiting the first one.
Can I see the room? Can I see the room? Here, this one? Oh, okay. This one.
It's a pretty decent hotel, not much crowded again. So I wanted to check the room before confirming. So the receptionist took me to the room, and it's okay, but a decent one, clean room, some 300,000 kip.
Okay.
Tomorrow I'm planning to ride from here to Muang Hiam, so it's only for a night.
You want a passport photo? Passport? No. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
So pretty decent frontage for car and bike parking.
Nice Ford Ranger. And this is the room I got. Pretty decent, clean room. One big bed. I think there is a window here. Yes, window here. That's it. Washroom also good.
So after checking in, I thought of going towards the Plain of Jars, which is the historically significant site here. It is the megalithic burial ground. Plain of Jars, this historical site, is just I think around 15 kilometers outside the city. So when I put my Google map, the map setting was on two-wheeler mode. So then it took me to some strange interior route. I was not sure whether that is going to take me there. So then I put back to car mode and came back to the main road. From here it's hardly some 8 or 9 kilometers towards the site. So it's a sleepy little town, Phonsavan, kind of laid back city. So these different sites are there scattered in different direction. So I'm going to one of the most famous location here for Plain of Jars, or what you call this megalithic burial site. Ticket there? And this is the reception area. They told that 5 o'clock it's closing. So I have got some half an hour to do a quick round in this historical site.
From here in to walk.
So I took the ticket, and you can ride further 1 kilometer, and then you have to park the vehicle there and you have to start walking. So it will take around half an hour to finish the site visit there.
So megalithic burial ground, it seems. To walk inside and see towards the Plain of Jars.
Basically a megalithic archaeological landscape in Laos. This consists of thousands of stone jars. Actually, these jars are scattered around the valley and the lower foothills of the central plain of the Kong Plateau.
So this is a typical burial jar, I think. It's like this. So many of these jars are there.
So these jars are arranged in clusters, ranging in number from 1 to several hundred. So this is site 1 of the Plain of Jars. Actually, a French researcher called Madeleine Colani concluded in 1930s that these jars were associated with burial practices.
People visiting.
So excavation by Lao government with the Japanese archaeologists in the later years has supported this interpretation with the discovery of many human remains, burial goods, and ceramics around the jars. So their research shows that the age of these jars were as early as 1240 to 660 BCE. So the plain of jars is one of the most important prehistoric sites in Southeast Asia. Between May 1964 and the summer of 1969, the plain of Jars was heavily bombed by the US Air Force operating against this North Vietnamese guerrillas and communist forces during the Secret War.
There is a cave also, I think. Let us walk towards the cave. Yeah, that's the one.
And also there is a cave in the same area. It is formed by natural limestone, I think, natural limestone rocks. So this was a cremation place, and that's why that so two man-made chimneys are there on the top of this cave. So the olden times, this was a crematorium, and you can see that man-made chimneys on the top here. So it's a big spacious cave. So during the 60s and 70s, a lot of people were hiding here. Local resistance forces were hiding here. So that's why this area was bombed continuously by the US Air Force. So you can see a lot of craters here formed by US bombing in the 70s, in the late 60s and 70s. And a lot of people were taking shelter in this cave. It was almost 6 o'clock. Then I thought of going back towards Phonsavan. The typical look and feel of Phonsavan is kind of similar to Luang Prabang, but it has something to do with typical Soviet kind of old Soviet kind of facade. So hardly anything else is here to see. Then I came across this particular monument. This is in the heart of Phonsavan. This is monument of a soldier. So this is a huge statue of a soldier in a new park with tall flag poles either end. So on the way back to the hotel, I stopped near this small lake here, some street of entertainment close by. I think it's a typical family crowd and youngsters all come here to spend the evening, I think. I was a bit tired, so I didn't hang around for more time there. And went back to the room, took a bath, and came out for dinner. So close to my hotel, I found a restaurant and had a nice soup, and for today also had a beer lao. So satisfying dinner. That's all for Phonsavan. So tomorrow morning planning to start early and go towards Wang Hiam. That's again going to be half day ride. And Wang Hiam I'm planning to stay for 2 days, because that will be the last point before hitting Vientiane. So that's it. Thank you for watching.